welcome to Broadway. How does it feel?
Amazing, surreal, dream come true, bucket lists, everything I've ever dreamed about doing since I was a kid. I mean, I've dreamt about being an actor since I was a kid and making a living at it, and I've been able to do that, you know, for a while now in television and film, which was a huge blessing. But to be able to now translate all that into being on a stage at the highest level, you know, on Broadway, and checking those boxes off, live in New York, do a Broadway show, originate a Broadway role. I don't know, man. I pinch myself on a daily basis. It's very humbling, very humbling.
So what attracted you to the material? How did it all come about for you?
My incredible agent, Joe Mahota, called me and said, hey, you got an offer for this job, and it's an original show. And he knew that I've been looking for an original. I really, I wanted to make sure that whatever the first thing I did on Broadway was something that was very special and unique, you know. And after that, I'm more than happy to go be a recast or do a revival or whatever, you know, because there's so much great stuff out there. But I don't know. I just wanted it to be very unique. I wanted people to go, wow, that's different. And to do an hour-and-a-half romantic comedy musical with no intermission, that's seven people on one stage, one act, one scene. That kind of reads like a movie, but is a little larger than life in moments that get real big, and then has so much heart and a lot of laughs. And I go, yeah, this is it. I want to do this. And I prayed about it a lot. I thought about it a lot, and I had a real peace in my heart. I was like, I really believe this is where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do, and I feel like that peace and what I believe God was telling me has not returned void, because we've had such amazing full audiences every night of previews, which I've come to find out, because this is my first show, that is not necessarily normal, and they've been so vocal and responsive and cheered and laughed and everything you hope an audience to be. And and a lot of people have waited around at stage door to just spend time with us, and that's a blessing. And I don't know, man. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I was going to ask you, when you took it out of the rehearsal room, it must have been so different when that first audience was there. It must have been so different with everybody laughing.
Oh yeah, I mean, a rehearsal room is a very weird room. You know, it's all fluorescent lights and this weird wooden structure of a stage, and and your amazing producers that are laughing for you at every joke. Randy and Sue, I love you, and Kenny and Marlene, and they're so supportive and believing in us. But you got to put it in front of an audience to see, is this working or not? And from day one, we've definitely had changes to the show, but I got to say, like, we've had very little. I mean, we've had one major change with one number, and then everything else is just fine tuning, little dials, and I really believe that we have a really special show on our hands. That it's not highbrow. I knew getting into this, we weren't making. It's not Chaucer. It's not Shakespeare or whatever. But I'm an entertainer. I want to entertain people, and I think we accomplished that with this show. And to that extent, I'm just so grateful.
Talk about working with your cast, specifically Krista.
Oh, Krista's just amazing. Just from day one, we've been cohorts and partners in crime, and believed in one another and fought for one another. Not that we've had to fight that much, because our creative team has been so amazing and believed in us, and that's my leading lady. But then the five, as we call them, are endlessly talented. In fact, in a lot of ways, though, we have the lion's share of the dialogue, they have the lion's share of the songs. They have all the crazy wardrobe changes that they have to do, like quick changes, which are magical. And create such a fun atmosphere, and all just immensely vocally, comedically, so talented. I go to work every day, and I'm just in awe. I'm in awe of the people that we're surrounded with, our cast, our crew, and our audiences, and the people that continue to come back and support us and believe in us.
We might get to tomorrow if we stand the test of time. Or the wind's too strong against us, and we can't quite make the climb.
Is it possible that I could be just a tiny little bit, in a very roundabout sort of way, into him?
If this could be the something that will